Spartacus is shackled and put at the edge of the cliff. Batiatus is angry because he didn't keep his word and hurried to fight Crixus. He had the crowd but ruined it. All of this makes the reunion with his wife problematic. When Spartacus asks about her, he's told that the Syrian who bought her went north. But he's also questioned on how he will pay for her return, to which Spartacus says with the earnings of the arena, but no one wants to see him fight again. He's then told that he can make good coin by fighting in the pits. Lucretia is worried about the pits staining his name, but also the dangers there. Spartacus is then taken out. The fugitive man is angry and says he'll kill them all. We then see him being killed in the pits and the man cuts off his face. Batiatus is angry but is then approached by Avidius. He's pressed about the debt. Naevia gives back the necklace. Before she explains herself, he leaves in disappointment. He then hands the gift to Lucretia. Spartacus and his opponent will get their weapons according to the item they select. The opponent gets spiked knuckles and Spartacus gets the brass knuckles. The men fight. Spartacus is cut and taken down. He manages to get up and then cuts the man with his own spikes, and then takes him out with a violent hook. Batiatus celebrates, but Spartacus is in distress. Later on, he's been stitched up and he imagines hearing his wife. Batiatus worries about the money. Spartacus is then returned to the cage, but the man is angry because Crixus didn't make it and he doesn't consider him a gladiator. Varro comes to his defense. Varro says that the pits twist the mind and turns men into beasts. When Lucretia tries to sell her necklace, Salonius approaches her and wants to buy it from her and then gift it to her, but she rejects. He then mentions the pits and hopes it will bring them a fortune. Spartacus then fights a man who punches him severely. He disarms him, but the man then also disarms him and takes him down. The men have a fist fight, but Spartacus manages to gouge his eyes and break his neck. As Spartacus is cheered, he sees his wife crying in the crowd. A man then glances towards Batiatus. Spartacus then gains another victory that same night. Crixus is summoned, but by Naevia this time. When she asks him why he gave the necklace to Domina, he says that she didn't want it. She says that he didn't let her complete her sentence. She doesn't owe anything, and the Domina would notice. When he apologizes, she insults him for being stupid, but he kisses her. As Spartacus is in the bathing room, he keeps hearing the violent cheering of the pits and is slowly losing his mind. His wife asks him how much longer and how much blood has to be spilled. When Varro speaks to him, he keeps speaking to his wife. Varro offers him mandrake root to numb the pain. Batiatus gained much coin and tells Asher to pay off the debts except for Avidius, the cousin of the magistrate. Lucretia is worried, but he tells her that he insulted him. She hands him some coin, but Batiatus is disappointed because she sold the emerald necklace. She tells him that they're into it together. Spartacus is awoken and taken out. Batiatus says he kept a promise. We then see his wife, Sura. As clouds form, she tells him to save her. Blood suddenly starts pouring upon them heavily. He then wakes up. As Spartacus is being prepared, he's exhausted. He tells Batiatus that he had a dream and tells him to bet all against him so that he will gain much coin and keep to his word of saving his wife. He will take the fall. When Batiatus asks him what will keep him to his bargain after he dies, Spartacus says honor and a promise of vengeance from the afterlife if he betrays it. Spartacus is set to fight the man who killed Crissa. As they fight, Spartacus cuts him up, but then allows himself to be taken down for death. Just as he's about to go, he sees assassins approaching Batiatus and shouts out. Barca handles one man, but the other cuts Batiatus. Spartacus needs Batiatus to save his wife, so he changes plans and cuts down his opponent, and then sends an axe flying into the assassin. Batiatus sees that Spartacus saved him. Batiatus yells at Barca for not protecting him well enough. Asher says that the dead men have slave marks on them. Batiatus is furious. He tells them to discover their master. Lucretia is then informed of what happened and also about Spartacus' terms. She's relieved at his death, but he tells her that he lived and the wager is lost, a substantial sum. She blames everything on Spartacus, but he says that he saved him. She says that all of this is because of Spartacus, and he's cursed. She then states that every day the Thracian lives, his curse becomes their own. We then see Spartacus disturbed. He is summoned and Batiatus is inclined towards his execution, but he's grateful that he saved his life and he can join the gladiators again.